Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Dom and a really exciting unboxing. Exciting for me. I genuinely think this is one of the most exciting things happened in 28mm Napoleonic Wargaming for some serious length of time. Maybe I'm exaggerating this. Let me know in the comments down below. But the wonderful folks at Wargames Atlantic sent me this new box of French infantry in greatcoats, 1804 to 1814. Why are you getting so excited about it, Dom? Well, that's because these are sculpted by the excellent Lucas at Piano Wargames in Germany. Now, so Lucas has been beavering away for some considerable time now on a passion project, developing some absolutely amazing figures for the Napoleonic period. Sculpted himself. We had him actually once on the Plastic Crack podcast. If I can find it, I'll stick the link up here, discussing how he got into sculpting and why he got involved in it. And I'm a fanboy. Unashamedly, I am a fanboy. But why wouldn't you be when you see sculpted figures like this? These are some of his Württemberg troops. Metal that I previously bought. Here's some Bavarian 3D prints. Now, one of the big problems since all the shenanigans have been going on with tariffs and postage changes and yada 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 is that because Lucas and Piano are in Germany, getting figures over to other parts of the world can be a little bit challenging. He does, as I said, do 3D printed STLs that you can buy, which is fantastic if you have a printer or you have access to a printer. But that isn't everybody. So that's why I'm very excited about this link up. So Wargames Atlantic are working with Piano Miniatures on this collaboration for this hopefully first of series of boxes. I really hope they do a lot more. I did ask whether there was more to come, but nobody would confirm or otherwise. But I'm assuming that if these sell well, and I'm hoping that if these sell well, that more people will, that there'll be more box sets come along. So what is it? You get 28 multi-part hard plastic models in this box, and you can see the box art is absolutely fantastic. So these will give you enough to have a 24-man battalion plus 4 skirmishers within there, and that includes your command figures and sappers and standards and what have you. In addition, there's different versions of heads, so you can equip them with bicorns if that's your thing. Certainly for the earlier period that this box covers, the bicorns are ideal. Plus there are some bear skins and Shako within here. And the other bonus, obviously, being that these are all in greatcoats, means painting them is a little bit easier and quicker. So you can use these to denote line infantry or light infantry or even young guard if that's what you are looking for. So I'm very excited, as you can probably tell with this. So going to have a look inside. Very nice pictures. So I have to say, guys at Wargames Atlantic very kindly sent me this. I didn't pay for it, but I will give my honest view because that's what I always do. So they're sculpted by Lucas Luber. The illustrations on the box are by Marco, and the figures were painted by Lucas himself for the pictures. So these ones here. Oops, so these ones here. And on the back. So let's have a look inside. So inside you get a nice information sheet a la Perry's. Talks you through the history of the greatcoat, would you believe? So they weren't standard equipment until much later on in the Napoleonic War, but it gives you some ideas of what the colours might have been for the different troop types. and so forth here. You've also got some ideas on assembly. The kit allows you to build your figures as shoulder arms, high port, or march attack, which is great. And then you can see the skirmishers individually based, and they're in a more dynamic firing pose. Really interesting. What it also says is you can decorate your haversacks with lots of extra details, like they've got look like onions, there's various pots and pans and shoes and what have you. So you can personalise your battalion a fair bit. There's even two types of bicorns for the different, for the standard company and for the elite companies, as there are of course for the Shakos as well. So really interested in seeing what these look like up close. So you've got 1, 2, well, these are different, 3, 4 sprues that look to be identical. So on here you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bodies, beautifully detailed as you would expect. You've also got all the different Shakos up the top here, bear skins. The Shakos are covered as well, as you would expect, given the troops are in greatcoats. And there's your various arms. So that's the high port. That's the march attack. No, that's the shoulder arm. Sorry, that's the march attack. There's all your... There's the onions if you want to put them on your haversacks, and various other items that can be put onto the haversacks. What else we got here? A pot. Looks like a barrel of some sort as well. There's the haversack for the elite companies, which has the sword bayonets on there. Really nice indeed. So you can build these up pretty well how you want. There's your bicorn options. And these are the arms to go with the high port. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in terms of the different. So that's if you're doing shoulder arms, those are the arms for that. That's the arms for the high port. So you've got enough arms to do all 5 figures there. Very nice indeed. Very good detail. So as I say, you've got 1, 2, 3 and 4 sprues identical. Now I presume these are the command and the skirmishers. Yes indeed. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bodies on here. That's definitely an officer type figure. You've got drums here. You can do them as with the same kind of arm positions, so they can be shoulder arms or attack columns. Or march attack, sword options for the officers. You can put them on. You don't have to. You can put them on bear skins or Shakos, but also bicorns. And there's the arms for the standards. So you don't have to. What I also like is they haven't put the eagle on the flag. So the eagle. Where is it? Separate. There's a spike. So if you want to do one of the other companies, because I think it was only the 1st battalion had the eagle. The others had a more basic kind of flag. So if you're doing one of the other battalions, you put the spike on the top of the standard pole, or the flag pole, so to speak. And you only put the eagle, which is there, I've just seen it, goes on top of the figure for when you're doing the eagle. You've also got an axe if you want to do a sapper, and you can have your sword held on the shoulder, a bit like a marching parade, a marching position. Very nice indeed. There's a little hole there which is for the drummer, or for the drum to fit. So that's your officer sprue, and here's your skirmishers. So you've got one kneeling, and then two. This guy's a much more open, well, in fact, all three of those are much more open, sort of posed positions. Again, you've got the haversacks, which have got the elite company short sword, and your head options. Looks like you can do a firing position for one. In fact, is that two there? I think that might be two. No, that's for a loading. So the position, just looking at the picture here, so you've got, yeah, two that are being held in one hand. He's ripping off the cartridge. This one's about to get a new cartridge out the pack. This one must be priming. So you've got all those different options within the sprue. So there you go. That's what you get within the box. So I'm going to make a couple of these up, see how well they go together, and then we'll measure them for scale, shall we? See how they fit against other pianos, but also against other manufacturers. Back in a minute. There you go. I've put together the first four, and they went together dead simple, as I expected they would. This guy's the Grenadier. You can see he's got the different Grenadier plume. If I turn them round, they've got he's got the sword bayonet there on the back. You can see I've added in some extra bits and bobs just to see how it comes out. And I've gone for march attack pose for these fellas. So really nice, really good, very simple, very little flashing, as you'd expect. I mean, these must be new molds, so you wouldn't expect them to have an awful lot of flashing on them. Compared to the scale of this is one of his metal figures, exactly the same size. So if you've got a piano metal figure, this will fit in beautifully. So I'll slap some paint on these and show you what they look like painted up, and compare them with a few other manufacturers, shall we? Right, there we go. I've painted up these first four figures, and they've come out pretty nicely. I'm quite happy with how they've come out. I've done them as French light infantry, hence the blue trousers, and just gone with a mixture of greatcoat colours. Seems like sort of off-whites, greys and browns were very much the order of the day for the period. This guy's got a pair of his spare shoes sitting on the back of his backpack. He's the Grenadier. This guy's got some onions. What's this one got? This one's got the pot. There you go, the cooking pot hanging from the side of his backpack. I wasn't sure about this arm. Most of the arms seem to be straight down for when you're in march attack formation, but there was a spare arm which sort of comes right across, and just thought it gave a bit of variation, so I stuck it on. As I said before, these came together really nicely, and given the fact that they are wearing greatcoats and they've got covers on their shakos, means that they're very quick to paint. So how do they measure up against others? Well, we've already seen against measuring them against other piano miniatures, as you'd expect. They fit in quite well. But here's a Warlord infantryman in greatcoat. He's a little bit chunkier, but they fit in pretty well, I think. What else have we got here? This is, I think these are Wargames Foundry, and you can see they're a little bit smaller, as all Foundry stuff is. So that won't work so well. These guys are front rank figures via Gripping Beast nowadays, and I think you'd agree they fit pretty well scale wise. I'm not sure I've got any Perry Napoleonics. I can't actually not entirely sure what's what. These I know are Victrix. I don't have any Victrix line infantry, but you can see these grenadiers fit in pretty well as well. And finally, I think this is another gripping beast front rank figure. A little bit squatter, maybe, but yeah, there's another one of Piano Miniatures figures, and they all fit in pretty well indeed. So all in all, I think this box set is a really useful addition to the Napoleonic family. The figures are beautiful, as I expected from Piano Miniatures, or Piano Wargames, and Wargames Atlantic are just knocking it out of the park with the quality of their sculpts, of their moulds and everything else, and the production line that they're producing is just extraordinary at the moment. So I'm really excited to see what comes next with this collaboration. I'm hoping that if these sell well, that Piano and Wargames Atlantic will do another load of figures in this range. Maybe some Austrians. We're a bit shy on decent Austrians, I think, in Napoleonics. But I'm guessing they'll if they do any more, it's obviously going to be ones that they think they can sell the most. And let's be honest, French, English, French, British, probably Prussians, in that sort of order in terms of how many figures they're likely to sell. So I would imagine that they'll head down the route of maybe doing some more French, and maybe then branch out into other nations. But let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? What would you like to see Wargames Atlantic and Piano to start doing? I mean, obviously Piano's got a whole raft of some of the minor nations in the Napoleonic Wars, the Bardens, the Württembergers, the Westphalians, the Bavarians, etc., etc., and would be great to see them done in plastic sets, because I don't think anybody does anything like that. They tend to be French uniforms that have been adapted from plastic kits. But anyway, love to know what you think. Let me know what you think overall about these sculpts. I think these are personally very high quality, and exactly what I was hoping for when I heard about this collaboration between the excellent Piano and the equally excellent Wargames Atlantic. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay well, and I will see you all again soon. This is Dom, signing out.